In this video, I will talk about Morgan Dollars VAM varieties that you should know about right after this. Hey everyone, and welcome to BBCOINSINC. In this video, I will cover some interesting VAMs on Morgan dollar coins. But let's start with some basics, like what VAM is and the specs of Morgan dollar coins. The Morgan dollar is made of nearly 1 ounce of 90% silver from the famous Comstock lode discovery. The Comstock lode is a lode of silver ore located under the eastern slope of Mount Davidson in Virginia City, Nevada. It was the first major discovery of silver ore in the United States, and it's named after the miner Henry Comstock. Going back to Morgan dollars, it was first struck in 1878 and continued until 1904 and then again in 1921. Designed by George Thomas Morgan, this coin should weigh 26.73 grams. Recently, the U.S. Mint restarted production of Morgan dollars in 2021, but that is a completely different story for another video. There are many pricey Morgan dollar coins with and without die varieties. The varieties on Morgan and Peace dollar coins are called VAMs, and numbers are assigned to those die varieties. The term comes from the last names of two gentlemen who studied them, Leroy Van Allen and George Mullis. There are thousands of VAMs on Morgan dollars, some more desirable and some less. Nevertheless, there is so many of them. If you don't know much about them, I will link the 100 top Morgan dollar varieties below this video if someone cares to check this book and learn more about them. Many of the VAMs I will talk about in this video are on the 1890 New Orleans Mint. This Morgan dollar has 62 VAMs varieties, so it is a lot you should be looking for on this coin. I'll also cover some very cool and desirable ones from the other years, and let's start with them. The first rare variety is on the 1878 Morgan, 8 feathers, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, VAM 14.11. The 1878 VAM 14.11 is in the top 100 variety known as the wild eye or doubled eyelet. The pictures in this video are courtesy of PCGS. Only a few examples are known to exist. The highest grade known is MS67. MS stands for Mint State, with an estimated value of $125,000. None of them got sold, but the coin in grade Mint State 65 recently sold at the Heritage Auctions for a very nice price, $20,000. What a great price for this amazing coin. So remember the wild eye, also known as doubled eyelet, an 1878 Morgan 8 feathers. It is a very pricey variety, even in low grades. Just like the next coin many collectors seek, named Scarface, VAM 1B. It's one of the most popular Morgan die varieties. It can be found on the 1888 Morgan, and it's very easy to see with the naked eye. The value of the Scarface variety depends on the size of the crack because there are many different die stages. This variety is also listed as one of the 100 top varieties. The highest grade known until now is Mint State 64, not a high grade, and the latest sale at the Heritage Auctions brought $16,800. The next VAM. The next one is on the 1878S from the San Francisco Mint, and it's called a long arrow shaft, VAM 27. This variety shows one longer arrow on the reverse, and the D in the dollar is broken So we have a significant die marker here as well. The latest sale of this coin happened a few days ago, and this coin graded AU 55, about uncirculated 55, sold at the auction for $3,175. And now I will talk about the VAMs and the 1890 Morgan dollar coins from the New Orleans Mint, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. As I originally stated, there are over 60 varieties on this dollar coin. One reason for so many of them was the large original mintage. The original mintage of this Morgan dollar was over 10 million. What's interesting is that probably at least 500,000 of these, if not far more, were held by the Treasury and stored in Philadelphia, by the way, until the 1960s, and released during the 1962 and 1964 era. However, large quantities were melted over the years and as recently as the late 1970s. Many Morgan dollar coins were struck with a proof-like or deep proof-like finish, and same applies to the 1890 Morgans. This nice finish always brings extra money. And before I go into the cool varieties on them, this Morgan is worth really good money even without any errors or varieties. And with the highest grade being a Mint State 66, there is plenty of room to look for a better grade. Nevertheless, this coin in grade Mint State 66, MS66, sold in December of last year at Heritage Auctions for almost $17,000. And now I will share some VAMs. The first one is my absolute fave. It's called a Comet variety, VAM 10. It was discovered by John Dunroter in February 1977. Always look at your coins. You see how long it took someone to discover this variety. This coin is listed not only in the top 100, but also in a Hot 50 Morgan VAMs. The VAM 10 Comet variety gets its name from the comet tail-like die gouges on the obverse to the right of the date. The last sale in grade Mint State 65 brought $3,120. Next variety, same year, same coin, VAM 20, called the Double Ear. You can see easily this variety in this picture. Depending on the die stage, it might have a very far slanted date and a high O. This coin in AU50 grade sold at the auction for $900. And the last variety I will talk in this video about on the 1890 Morgan is the Doubled Wreath, VAM 18. In some die stages, the mint mark is set high, so pay attention to that. Left and right reeds are doubled slightly towards the rim. The letters N, G, W, U in motto are slightly doubled as well. Very cool variety, and in XF, extra fine XF condition, sells on average for about $400 to $500. Now, please pay attention to the position and size of the mint mark. I mentioned that already with some other varieties. I can possibly cover them all in this video, but if you remember this, you should be fine. So what do you think? Are you going to look closer at your Morgan dollar coins? If you have any, you definitely should. Please share your thoughts below this video. I would love to hear from you. I hope this video will help you. I hope you liked this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.